I'm Susan Quinn, and I'm going to step you through some features in Google Sites that help you edit the layout of your pages and create a navigation menu in the e-portfolio you are creating for the Graduation with Leadership Distinction project. This is step 4, Layout and Navigation. First, I will show you how to modify the sidebar menu, or if your design includes a horizontal navigation menu, I will show you how to modify that. Then we will look quickly at editing the header and creating a footer on your site. At this point, you should have the major pages for your portfolio, and you may have added some text, images, and links to the website on one or more of your pages. You should also have a nice-looking professional design to your site, whether you created the design yourself or you used one of the Google Sites templates. But first, I want to remind you how to add a new page. Here we are at our sample site. The pages we currently have are the required ones. We'll talk about sitemap in a minute. Let's say that you want to add a page called Awards. We will add a new page with the plus sign icon. Name the page, in this case Awards. And put it at the top level. Remember, if you want to add a page as a subpage, such as Insights 5, you would choose a different location. Click Create, and then Save. There's Awards. Not where we want it to be in our menu, but that's okay. As you see, the main items are in alphabetical order, but you want yours in a specific order. We'll look at how you can rearrange the order of the links in the sidebar. Go into the Gear, More Actions, and this time we're going to Edit Site Layout, right above Manage Site. On the next screen, you'll see basically 4 options across the top of the screen. It's subtle, but you can see how 3 of them are highlighted. Oops. That's because the header is showing, the sidebar is showing, and the footer is showing. If I don't want one of these to show, such as the header, I simply click on it. The button is no longer highlighted and the header is no longer showing. You can toggle these off and on. Let's edit the sidebar. It's already visible. What you do next requires a little fancy mousing. You need to hover over the sidebar menu or title bar and drag slightly down until the navigation box appears. If you click under the navigation title box, you'll get Configure Navigation window. It is set to automatically organize my navigation. That's what we have here. When we add a new page, unless you tell it to be a subpage of one of the others, it is automatically added to the navigation menu, which is arranged in alphabetical order. You can also indicate how many levels of pages to show. And at the bottom, here is where you can decide if you want to show the sitemap or not. With a complex site, a sitemap can be very handy to help the user see an outline of the entire site. For your portfolio site, it's probably not necessary. I'm going to uncheck sitemap. Let's go back up though, because we don't want the links in alphabetical order. So we're going to uncheck Automatically Organize My Navigation. Here you will see that a box has opened up to select the pages to show. You need to add the pages you want included in your sidebar to this box. Unfortunately, you can't do them all at once. Someday I'll come here and there will be a select all option, I hope. Instead, what you have to do is add them one at a time. It doesn't matter what order you put them in the box because we will rearrange them in a minute. Click on the Add Page button, highlight one of the pages, then click OK. Add another page, click on the next one, click OK. Add page, it's OK. Add page, Insights, OK. Don't forget the subpages under Insights. So when we add the next page, you need to click on the little drop down beside Insights and choose Insight 1. OK. Add a page, drop down, Insight 2. OK. If you are following along in another window adding pages to the list, pause the video because I'm going to jump ahead into a time when all of them have been added. Okay, I think I've added them all. You may need to scroll down to see them all. Let's see. We want to keep About Me at the top, but the second link should be Insights. Highlight Insights and then use the up arrow to move it below About Me. Then the next link is Insight 1. This time use the up arrow to move it under Insights, but then use the right arrow to show that it's a subpage. Insights 2, up arrow, and then the right arrow. Okay, all the subpages are going to be under Insights, and then you're going to have Analysis, Leadership, and then our Awards link. Again, pause the video so we can both finish rearranging our pages. Does your list look similar to mine? If so, let's click on OK. One thing I do want to warn you about, though, is that if we were to add a new page now, we would need to come back here, add it to the list, and use the arrows to put it in the appropriate location. Okay, how does that look? Looks pretty good. Okay, now let's look at horizontal navigation, in case you would prefer that look, or if you're using a template with the navigation style, you'll probably want to come here and modify it. Go back to the top of the screen and toggle on horizontal navigation. Okay, took a second. You should now see the button About Me is the only one they show. The Edit Horizontal Navigation. So here we're going to hover over the horizontal navigation menu and we'll click on it. And what we have to do is what we just did in sidebars. You'll need to add the pages to the menu, put them in a different order, and then check on or off if you want the sitemap. What's different from the sidebar for the horizontal navigation is that you also have an option for the style for the links in the horizontal boxes, in the horizontal menu. Boxes, tabs, and links. The default is links. If you check back on the menu, we'll cancel that. This is what a link looks like. If we click back here and choose tabs, okay, a tab looks like that, sort of a little tab. And boxes. Okay. And that's what the boxes look like. They're just subtle differences. Again, a design choice of yours. We'll just keep it at boxes. Let me go ahead and close this and we'll see what it looks like. Okay, we currently have two menus, a sidebar and a horizontal menu. But most sites don't have both. What we'll want to do is go back into the gear, more actions, choose edit site layout, and then in this case we want to toggle off the navigation, horizontal navigation, because we didn't fully complete that. Okay, so here we are with just one. We're using the sidebar navigation. Now let's look at the header. The header is already highlighted, and of course we can see it. Just want to hover over the header until you get the little box with Edit Site Header and click. Depending on the type of header in the template or theme you're using, you may want to change the height of the header. If you have an image, what they call a logo, in your header, you can leave the horizontal and vertical alignment of the logo as it is in the theme or template, or you can adjust it here. You can also upload a custom logo or choose not to have one at all. If you do create a logo, you will need to resize it and do any other editing to it prior to uploading it here. Let's click on OK. To edit the footer, confirm that custom footer is highlighted. Scroll to the bottom and you have the edit custom footer. Click. And basically you have a blank page with many of the same editing features as editing any other page. Just remember that the footer and the header will appear on every page. While we're here, let me point out that this page has comments at the bottom, and for your portfolio, you're not going to want comments. The way to fix that, first of all, let's close what we were doing and confirm we have our header, we have our sidebar, and if we had added a footer, it would be there. But let's go back to the Open More Actions menu. This time, almost at the top, there's one called Page Settings. What you want to do is you can show the page title, show links to subpages, allow attachments, allow comments. And it defaults to different ones, and I'm not really sure why. In this case, for some reason, this page allowed comments, so we want to unclick that. We are going to want to allow attachments to the page, which we're going to do in the last video. But if you don't want to have your comments on a page and they show, you just go in here, unclick, allow comments, and save. And now the comments aren't at the bottom. Okay, that was a lot of information. I hope you have fun exploring the layout and navigation options. Thank you.